Hi, my Bible gang. I got an email from one of the students who tells me that I don't have a video recording for chapter 37. So I'm doing it right now, though I think I did teach it. Doesn't matter. So, um, Jacob lived in the place where his father lived in Canaan. I suppose it means that he now came home. And now we switch to the Joseph stories. So the Joseph story says that here are the generations of Jacob. Joseph was 17 years old, and he was a shepherd. He was looking after his father's sheep. However, Hunar et Bnei Bilha, he was kind of gossiping. He followed after the the children of Bilhah and Zilpah. Bilhah is Rachel's maid, and Zilpah is Leah's maid. And Joseph seems to be following the children of the maids, so not the wives, the maids, and he is gossiping about them to Yaakov. Vayave Yosef Edibatam Ra'a El Aviem, and he brought evil reports about them to the father. And Jacob, or Israel, loved Joseph more than all his brothers because he was the youngest. Take note, Benjamin isn't born yet. And of course, Jacob continues to spoil Rachel or Rachel's children. And now he makes a coat of many colors for Joseph. And the brothers see that Jacob loves Joseph. And of course, they hate him. They hated him, and they couldn't speak anything good about him. And now begins an important thing. What happens is that Joseph is a dreamer. He keeps dreaming things. And in biblical times, a dream is very important because it's understood to be a communication from God. A communication from God. So Joseph dreams and he tells his brother, and they hated him even more. And he says, listen, guys, I have this dream that I dreamt, and I'm sure you're dying to hear about it. We are binding sheaves in the field, we're making bundles, and my bundle gets up, stands up, and all your bundles surround mine, and all of them bow down to my bundle. And the brothers immediately understood the message, and they pounce on him. Hamaloch timloch aleinu? You want to rule over us? Hamashol timloch? Are you going to reign over us? Are you going to rule over us? And they hated him over his dreams. And if that wasn't bad enough, he goes ahead and dreams another dream. Verse 9. He tells the brothers that the sun and the moon and the 11 stars are bowing to him. And he tells Jacob, he tells his father, and Jacob and his brother and the brothers of Joseph all tell him off. What is this with you? Are you expecting mom and I to bow down to you? And the brothers were jealous, but somehow Jacob seems to keep what Joseph was saying. He keep it. Namely, he thought, gee, something may come of this. And of course, you and I know that something comes of this because later on, when they go to Egypt to find food, Joseph becomes the assistant to Pharaoh, and everybody bows down to Joseph, including the brothers. They're all bowing down to him, except that he is older. They don't recognize him. And guess what? The dreams come true. They're all bowing down to Joseph, thinking that he is Pharaoh's assistant, but not recognizing that he is their brother. Okay. Jacob, Israel, tells Joseph, your brothers went to take the sheep to the pasture in the city of Shechem. Remember the city of Shechem? We just had it. And he buys it from Hamor. Yaakov buys it from Hamor for 100 ksita. And he says, let me send you there and see what's happening with your brothers. What are they up to? And see if they're at peace, is everything okay? And then let me know what's happening with them. And he sends him to Shechem. And a man finds him, and he was lost in the field. He was wandering in the field. And the man says to him, "What are you looking for?" And he says, "I'm looking for my brothers. Et achai anochi mevakesh." And of course, looking for my brothers mean literally and figuratively. I'm looking for my brothers, and I'm looking for brotherly love. And tell me where they are at pasture. And the man says, "Gee, I heard them say that they're going to a place called Dotan. They're going towards Dotan." And Joseph follows and he finds them. And they see he's coming from far away. And before he gets close, they say, "We're going to kill that dreamer, that troublemaker. What does he think he is?" And they say to each other, "Ah, the dreamer is coming. Baal HaChalomot ba. Let's kill him. Let's put him in one of the pits, and one of the animals will eat him, and we're going to see if anything will come from his dreams." And Reuben, who is the eldest, sees or hears, and he says, "No, no, no, you cannot shed blood. Put him into one of the pits here, and don't harm him." And of course, he thought that when the brothers leave and they stop gossiping about him, he'll come back and take him out. And when Yosef comes to his brothers, they take off his coat. They take off his coat, the coat of many colors. And of course, it reminds us of the coat that he put on in front of Yitzchak for the blessing. It reminds us of the coat that he put on with Potiphar's wife. So the coat is reminding us things. Okay, and he sees a caravan of Yishmaelim. Yishmaelim. He sees the Ishmaelites coming, and they have an idea. Namely, Yehuda says to them, so Reuben says, "Put him in the pit." Yehuda sees the caravan, and he says, "Can't kill our own brother. What are we going to cover his blood? Let's sell him to the Ishmaelim." Okay? And then in the meanwhile, another group come up, and they're called Midyanim. Midyanim, and they pull him up, and it's the Midyanim who sell him to the Ishmaelim, and not the brothers that we expected. And what did they sell him for? 20 coins, 20 shekels of silver. So we have 400 for Me'arat HaMachpelah, 100 for Shechem, and we have Joseph is sold for 20 coins, and they sell him to the Ishmaelim. So who sold him? According to the text, the Ishmaelim, they want to sell him to the Ishmaelim. The Midyanim are the ones who pull him out, and it's the Midyanim who sell him to the Ishmaelim. And Reuben comes back to the pit, and he sees that he's not there. And I don't know what he saw, but he tears his garment as if he sees death, or he thinks that the brothers kill him. We don't know. The text doesn't say. He comes back to the brothers, and he says the following. Hayeled einenu, the child is gone, and as for me, what should I go? He is in shock that Joseph is gone. They take the shirt, Joseph's shirt, they slaughter an animal, they dunk it in the blood, they throw it, they bring it to Jacob, and they said, "This is all we found from your son. Look, is this your son's shirt?" And of course, this is the very shirt that made the brothers jealous. And Jacob recognizes the shirt, and he says, "Oh no, it's my son's shirt. An evil animal ate him. Tarof Toraf Yosef." Joseph, without doubt, was torn to pieces by this animal. And Jacob tears his garments in mourning and sorrow that Joseph died. Remember, his Rachel's son. And he wears sackcloth around his waist. And for years he is mourning Joseph. And his sons and daughters all get up and try to comfort him, but he refuses to be comforted. And he says, I will go down to the grave in mourning. And he keeps crying. And then Medanim, not Midianim, but Medanim. The Medanim sold him to Mitzrayim, to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officers. He is probably the baker's officer. Okay, I will stop here and we will continue later.